Hello, my name is Hoff, and I'd like to demonstrate the turning on the tumbled double reel 5x5x5. Turning is fantastic. It's much improved over the original non-tumbled version. Here you can see I'm turning the outer 5x5 layer with a single finger, and it's turning all the pieces around the outer edge like it's supposed to. So that turns very nicely. The layer below it's a little stiffer, but it's still not hard to turn. Here you can see that I'm now turning the top two layers of the puzzle, and things are turning quite smoothly. I have it relatively tight to prevent popping, and it works quite well. Something I can do on this puzzle, which I couldn't do on the non-tumbled version, is actually turn just the slice layer. It's not trivial, and it's probably not the way I'd recommend turning the puzzle, but you can turn just the slice layer. And there you see that I just turned the slice layer, and the only part that turned was the circle, the middle circle there that's turning. Something else I wanted to point out on this puzzle. If you just turn the 5x5 layers, there is really no big, huge issue with misalignment. However, if you turn the top two layers like this, if you stop when you come back to perfectly square with the rest of the puzzle, like right there, you'll note that there is some misalignment with the center circle. That's due to the friction and a little bit of play in this center circle. I can sit here and wiggle it. It won't really turn beyond that. But what you got to be careful of is if I do make a turn like this and stop here, you do not want to come over here and try to turn this layer. If you wiggle it and slowly and gentle enough with it, you can probably get it to free itself up and turn like it's supposed to eventually, as I have there. But if you're misaligned and I stop at that point and I really force things, particularly, you know, there it sort of popped to where it's supposed to be. But you can get pieces to pop if you're not careful with the alignment. There's two ways to deal with that. One way that I typically do is I do not stop. See, when I'm here square with the rest of the puzzle that's misaligned, I turn ever so slightly past that, so you can see here that I'm not square with the rest of the puzzle. And then once I'm square on this face, then I just go back, and that takes those pieces with them. And then that solves the alignment issue. The other thing you can do is, if you stop when you're square like this, you can just reach up here, and these indents make it relatively easy to grip that circle, and then you can just turn it back so that it's in alignment by hand. Those are a couple things I wanted to point out, so that you're aware of when you're playing with your puzzles. I played with this one here for quite a bit myself. It never popped on me. I took it to work to show a few coworkers, and they made a turn like this, and went to go turn the other face and weren't paying attention to the alignment on the other side that they turned, and it caused some pieces to pop out. So you just be careful. These aren't really intended to be speed cubes. I would have to say probably most 3D printed puzzles are not really intended to be speed cubes. But it does what it's designed to do, and I hope everybody's happy with it. But anyway, that is the turning on the double circle reel 5x5x5. Thank you for watching.